Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Miriah and I am Learn the Lang here on YouTube. And if you are returning, it's great to see you again. So today I have for you guys a fall sultry purplish brownish cut crease on the eyes, and at first I was a little apprehensive and I definitely wanted it to be on the more brown side, and it is kind of more on the purpley range, but that's okay. I really like the way it turned out. So in today's video I just walked through the steps and how I achieved this look, and just chatted with you guys a bit. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. Alright, so starting off, I'm going to take my Glam Glow Super Toner and tone my face. So this is my first step that I use applying my makeup, and I also do this step last at the end of the day once I've taken off my makeup. It's kind of crazy to see how much makeup comes off post using a makeup wipe. It's actually really disturbing. Definitely feels really good on the skin. It has like this cooling sensation and kind of tingles just a little bit, but not like a tingle in a bad way where it has really harsh chemicals. Next I'm going to go with my choice of primer, and today I'm going to use the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. This is a good primer if you feel like you have combination skin. What I've read is that if you have oily skin, it might not necessarily be because your face is oily. It might be on the drier side and you're not moisturizing enough, which causes like this overcompensation of oil production. Jumping on into the eyes, I'm going to take my ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Medium 22. I'm going to pop that right on the lid to give me sort of a base. Just taking a flat eyeshadow brush, I'm gonna spread that across the lid. So I like to use a concealer first. I'm doing an eyeshadow look where I'm gonna have a lot of fallout from the products. Like actually today I probably could have done foundation first, but if I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of fallout from the eyeshadow, I definitely do my shadow first. And so I use a concealer or an eyeshadow primer. I really like the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. It's just not in reach today. And I use this to just create a base. If I use a foundation first, then I'll just kind of place some foundation onto my eyelids as well. I'm going to take this taupe shade from the Morphe 35W palette, and I'm going to apply that generously in my crease. I'm using a really fluffy blender brush. It's really tapered out wide. So I'm going to take it right above my natural crease, so kind of in the socket of my eye. I feel like my crease is kind of non-existent, so I'm going to provide myself with a little bit more lid space. I learned this trick from Sir John, Beyonce's makeup artist. He did a collab with Desi Perkins and Makeup Shayla, and he said that the best transition shade that he has is a taupe shade. Using the same brush, I'm going to take the shade Low Blow from the Naked Heat palette by Urban Decay, directly below the shade that we just applied. The benefit of applying your eyeshadow before your foundation is that you can always take a makeup wipe and wipe away any excess product that may have traveled a little bit further than you would have liked. So far this is looking really pretty. So going in with a smaller tapered blender brush, I'm going to take this mustardy yellow color. It shows rather orange on camera, but it's actually a little bit more mustard. So I'm just building the color gradually closer to the lid in that crease. I just really want to build up the definition. I'm going to go back in with the wider brush that I was using, and just to help with the existing shade that's already on, kind of mesh those colors together. So while I have you guys here, I guess I can touch on a little bit why I kind of fell off with my uploads, and kind of catch you guys up on what's been going on with my life. So when I started my channel, I lived in Austin, and since then I've moved to Houston. I have a lot of friends and family here in Houston, and I received a job opportunity out here. So me and my boyfriend both took the leap, and we've been here for about a year. So we're really liking it. At first, if I'm being honest, I just felt like I was visiting. Like I definitely didn't feel like this was home. I think we're now getting to that space, but now that we feel, stable and settled in, we definitely really enjoy living here, more so than we thought we would, which is funny because being from Austin and then going to school in San Antonio, I really missed Austin. And then I got there and it was good. And then I was like, oh, I really miss all my friends from college. And they all live in the Houston area. I have a couple in Dallas, but mostly Houston. It definitely was scary, not gonna lie. I was really, 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 really nervous. And I was having some pretty indecisive moments right up until the time we left. Okay, so now I'm going to take this Morphe brush. This one actually has a name. It's going to be M506. It's the smallest of my blender brushes. So I think I'm going to take this one from the another shade from the Morphe palette. It is the darkest brown right here. This is more of a purple, so I'm going to stick right here in the brown range and going to apply that directly into my crease and then drag it down from the outer corner into my lash line a little bit, kind of making like a little, I guess, V. So yeah, so we've been here for about a year here in Houston and we're really enjoying it. The food scene, I mean, there's so much food. Luckily, my sorority sister holds me accountable with my gym regimen, and I've found some studios out here that I really enjoy. Definitely never thought I'd be a group workout person. It's just, you would never catch me in a group workout class ever in life. But yeah, Houston's food is crazy. I mean, I loved Austin's food, but Houston, just the variety, the diversity of all the food is insane. Okay, so took some time to really kind of blend in the shades. The right eye is just being extremely stubborn for me, and it's fine. It's all good. You can't spend too much time on things like that and being too anal, because then makeup no longer becomes fun. So I'm going to take Pop Concealer. This concealer is not brightening. This is probably close to the same shade as me, so I'm going to apply that to the back of my hand and then take it with this eyeshadow brush. And I think the last time I did a cut crease, I focused on placing and dragging downwards. This time I'm going to try this with a swiping motion and we'll see how it goes. So again, I'm just creating a little bit more lid space than what I naturally have. So now that I've got both eyes done, I'm going to take a Morphe eyeshadow brush that's kind of similar in shape to the ones that we just used. I'm going to pack on natural eye color on top of that to set. In a clean makeup wipe, I'm just going to clean up my inner corners just a little bit in these edges. Alrighty, and since I completely took the shade all the way over, I'm going to go back in with some of those shades we used before and kind of darken in my corner just a bit. So I'm just going to gradually bring the shade down. So I'm taking the darkest brown that we used and really dusting out that outward V corner. So if you ever notice that your eyeshadow is getting a little carried away, in addition to cleaning it up with the makeup wipe, instead of going outward with your brush to keep feathering it out, you can bring it back in. So if you don't mind, it getting more onto the lid space like I am right now, because I'm trying to darken that lid space back up, that's also an option. But I'm just going to go and keep going in circular motion to really buff out those edges. All right, taking another tapered brush, I'm going to pick up some more of that taupe color that we used earlier and really help with the transition of all the shadows. So kind of going back to what we were already talking about. So yeah, so the move to Houston definitely assisted in my kind of hiatus on YouTube. It was just getting settled in, trying to figure out how it's going to set up my setup. I don't have a designated beauty room like most YouTubers do, and so I have to pack up everything, put away everything, get the lighting just so, because consistency is, I'm a perfectionist, so I want my video quality to be the same every single time. I'm not going to throw up my set and have the lighting look like crap just to get a video up. I'm really about, the quality of my content. So it was hard to just get here, get settled, start a whole new job, and then somewhere in between that, fit in time to film. Also, we do a lot of driving on the weekends. We try to see his family once a month. Mine, it's a little bit more difficult because I have my dog and trying to find somewhere to stay. It's just, it's been hectic. It's been crazy. It's been fun. Going back in with that mustardy brown color back onto the lower lash line. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's tested our relationship in good ways, and it's tested our individual strength and security as well, because you just get so comfortable. And then I'm going to go in with a darker color, the darkest brown that we used, and really focus that hug that lash line as much as I can. All right, so I think I'm going to pause on the eyes for now and then go in with foundation. So we've already primed the face with the Tarte hydrating primer, so I'm going to go with my Fenty Beauty liquid foundation in the shade 290. I'm just going to apply this on a flat foundation brush. So this color looks definitely a little light on the skin, but this foundation 100% oxidizes, and it is on the lighter side. I'm really going to bronze up the face once we're done, so it's good. It's fine. Alright, so now that foundation's on, I'm going to take my beauty blender before adding concealer and kind of pounce with some setting spray, kind of pounce over just to make sure we're getting rid of any harshness. And then I applied the ColourPop concealer right under, which is closer to my shade, so that the color's not super harsh. But you want to be careful with this because you don't want to get too close to the shades that we've already applied underneath the eye. So obviously you can touch it up, so if you need to kind of go over it, that's fine. But yeah, just really use this to kind of clean up the edges. I also carry my concealer down a little bit underneath my nose, on the side of my nose, and then whatever is left on the sponge afterwards, I'll kind of take it down the center of my nose. Alright, so using my Laura Mercier setting powder, I'm just going to take I have a beauty blender that's strictly designated for setting powder. I'm going to take that and really focus it on the corners of my nose, and then I'm going to put some on my chin and the center of my forehead. With what's left in the lid of my setting powder, I'm just going to place it underneath the eye. So I'm just going to go ahead and sweep off the excess powder. I'm like looking real ghostly right now, but it's all right. We're going to warm up the face. So taking my Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in the shade Natural, I'm going to really bring the color back in to my face. So I'm using the shade Light brush by Kat Von D. It's one of my favorites. If you don't have it, I don't know if she still sells it actually, but if you can pick this up, I say pick it up. It's one of my favorite brushes because it's dual end. So yeah, this brush really does a lot of the work for you. I think it's definitely a good brush to invest in if you can still get your hands on it. So I'm really working in these shadows to help bring some dimension back to my face because I don't want to look flat at all. So now that we are done with bronzer, I'm going to take my choice of blush today, and today I'm going to use the Becca and Chloe and Malika palette. I'm going to use Fabulosity. This is from the Chloe palette. So I'm just going to take the other end of this Kat Von D brush and use the light end as my blush brush today. I'm literally holding 2 mirrors in my hand right now. So using the same palette while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and take the highlighter from the palette, and it is from the shade Glow Up. And using my fan brush, I'm just going to hit the high points of my face. So I will have to say, out of all my makeup regimens, skin, face, foundation, hands down my fave. I just think the skin is such an important piece of your makeup. Your eyes can look bomb, but if your skin looks like crap, ain't cute, girl, ain't cute. I'm gonna do my brows off camera and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so while I did my brows, I went ahead and popped on my lashes. So now we're gonna go ahead and use a basic black eyeliner pencil. This one's by Makeup Forever. It's the Aqua XL liner, and I'm going to pop this in the waterline. Since this is a fall look, this will definitely warm up the eyes. Moving on to the rest of the lip, I'm going to take this Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Toffee. Alrighty, so let's go on. Last step is setting spray. So I'm going to take the Lancome Fix It and Forget It spray. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I love the way that it came out. It's super pretty and perfect for fall. It's a really good look that you can wear out to dinner or an event if you're going out with some friends or on a date. It's super sultry. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and leave some love below. If you want to see similar looks like this, go ahead and drop your suggestions in the comments and hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. And I will see if you are returning. I'm thrilled